back to 5 Minutes with Philly FileMaker. This is Jason Mundok, phillyfilemaker.org. With me now, Jesse Barnum from 360 Works, and Jesse was with us in the spring, right? At the user group. I can't remember what month. It's all blurred, but I think it was spring, like March or April.
Yeah.
So we've had him in Philly. Love to get him back. We'll talk about that later. But we've got a few minutes here. So, what do you think of San Francisco as a DevCon?
I love it. I mean, I'm a little biased because my brother Sam, who's one of the 360 Works people, he's like our top coder guy. He lives like 2 Muni stops away from the hotel.
Nice. Okay.
So it's been great. Like we have a booth and we're exhibiting, and like when we need string and tape and all this stuff, instead of like running out to the store, we're like, Sam, go home and get this.
Right.
So yeah, it's worked out really well for us. And I mean, San Francisco is my favorite town, well, except for Atlanta, but second favorite town.
Of course.
And I'm here a lot visiting him, and
That's
so
great.
It's cool being here.
As a DevCon location, or you feel that the conference is working this year? We're already close to the end of day 3, so.
Yes, I think it's worked really well. I think, I mean, I'm staying for a little bit extra afterwards to kind of get around and do stuff. And so, but I mean, it's just been like, I think I had heard concerns that people were all going to be like doing stuff around town and everything like that.
That's been consistent.
That has not been my impression at all. Everywhere I go, I'm meeting people in the halls and like having these great hallway conversations everywhere I go. So
that's what it's about.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
With the showcase this year, you're speaking. You've got other things going on. Have you had a chance to see a session, or
I've been to one session. Plus, I've been to my 2 sessions that I gave. But yeah, I've been to see one session, which is John Sindelar's opening session about the year in review, and neat stuff that was demoed there. And John's so much fun.
Yes.
He's great.
I talked to John yesterday. There's an interview, a 3-part interview posted on the blog, and we kind of went deep into that session and how he puts those together. I hope that becomes a regular thing.
Yeah.
With John. You worked with him on things.
Yes. We actually, I got to really kind of know John doing these user group meetings. That's really how I first kind of got to. I mean, I knew who he was, but we never hung out.
Right.
And so when I was going around doing the user group meetings, we hung out at his house all day, and I got to meet his puppy, and he showed me his kayaks, and we worked on some stuff, and so we really just clicked. And then I went to the Pause on Error unconference in New York, which John helped organize. So he and I kind of got started talking about some of the things we're doing, some of the things he's doing, and we started kind of collaborating on some new products that we're going to try to work on together. So
anything you can reveal?
Yes, I can. It was confidential, but then John showed it in his session, so it's out there now. But yeah,
takes care of that.
That's right. It's a CalDAV implementation of FileMaker, and essentially what that means is it means that you can have it's a plugin for FileMaker Server, and you can now use iCal or your iPhone or any other CalDAV compatible client like Mozilla Sunbird, I think, and there's a few others, to have a multi-user read-write calendar with all the data stored in FileMaker, and it's updated in real time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so like you go in your iPhone, you create a new appointment, it creates a record in FileMaker, everyone else can see it. Somebody else drags it to a different day or changes the color of it, everyone sees that. You can search for those records in FileMaker. They're all it's neat.
Is this in development then?
It was my brother and I worked on it real hard for like about 2 weeks ago. We spent a lot of time on it. Kind of went under the radar for a little bit. I got here to DevCon. My plane landed, and I'm waiting at my baggage claim. Phone rings. It's John. He's like, "Hey, I'm in the airport. Where are you?" I said, "I'm over at baggage claim 17." So he comes walking over. We say hi. We said, "Hey, we should work on the CalDAV thing." And so we went to Sam's house and hung out all day.
Nice.
Ate Iraqi food and just worked on CalDAV stuff, and we got it up to the point where it was demoable.
That's
so
fantastic.
Then he showed it. It's not shipping.
Well, of course.
But it is demoable.
Well, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, thank you.
I remember that now from the session. It was one of those kind of moments. So.
Yeah, and I mean, this is like this DevCon for me has been kind of what I always pictured DevCon to ideally be, which is just like these impromptu meetups with people where you kind of come together and you either have these great conversations or in our case, like produce these very tangible things.
Maybe we're seeing a shift. Social media now, Twitter, we have Facebook, we have Pause on Error, things like that. Maybe we're seeing just a whole shift in the way, moving away from formal one-way, presentations.
Yes, instead of just like, exactly, instead of one-way directed. The Twitter thing has been really neat. I've been following the FM DevCon tag. I got to meet Audrey Akhavan for the first time, and I see her posts on Twitter all the time, you know, just from following the FM tags. And so, yeah, it's neat. It's like you get to know these Twitter people, and now at DevCon you get to put a face with them.
Right. 360 Works is in Atlanta. Tell us, just give us a couple of minutes on what you're up to, what you're pushing hard, what's new.
Okay. What we have here at DevCon, that's our showcase piece, is 360 Works Safety Net. It's a server plugin that does offsite backups to Amazon.com. And you know, our tagline for it is 5-minute setup, $5 a month, because it really, you know, it creates a new folder. You modify your one FileMaker backup script to go into that folder. That's pretty much the setup. From a cost standpoint, it varies on how much data you're storing, but kind of our measuring stick is 275 megabytes with a week's worth of history. It costs $5 a month. So, you know, it could be more or less than that depending on how big your files are. So we're kind of like, there's no excuse not to have offsite backups.
Right.
If you've already got them, great. But if you don't, this is, you know, from a cost perspective, that's what you should be doing.
And everything, all that information is at 360works.com.
Yep.
Very good.
I have one other cool thing that like blew me away, which is I got an award last night at the FBA award ceremony. Yes, which I'm still like totally buzzing about. I got the Outstanding Contribution to the FileMaker Community Award.
Wow.
For like going around and doing all the road shows and you know the stuff that we're doing.
I'm glad you shared it with us in Philly because you came to Philly and it was great to have you.
And I had no the crazy part was I had no idea that was coming, and so like they called my name and just.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And thanks for being with us.
All right.
5 minutes with Philly FileMaker, phillyfilemaker.org. Jesse Barnum, 360 Works.